Hey, this is Mark from Colorado, Bigfoot. This has happened to me. I want to show. I want you to listen to the tree.
Picture the camera as
This
that,
is
as you're looking through their eyes.
just real quick. So one of the things I have
Oh my
determined for
God.
sure. This is not an opinion.
It happened again.
It's happened to me hundreds of times now, and 50, 75 times, something like that, on video, where they knock a gigantic tree down. It's so much bigger than it sounds like on the video. You can't imagine. It impacts your entire body and world for about 5 seconds. It's amazing. They only do it if you're standing. So if you ever hear a tree get knocked down on purpose, you'll know. It won't be you won't have to ask anybody. You're going to know. They do it because you're standing right on top of one of the other ones. They'll never just do it. Well, that's not true. They have done it to me on very special occasions where I was sad. But otherwise, the noises and communications you're getting are distractions because you're standing right next to one of them.
Picture the camera as that, as you're looking through their eyes. Oh my God. It happened again.
And there he is. Remember, I know these guys. Like I know that like this version of the others. They're white. The white ones are who you want to know. The big ones, the little ones, that color is like from good. They are nothing but smiles and kindness. I'm getting a little, tired of the default from people watching their TV. Mark, that's evil. Why? Because you watched a movie. What I do is evil. This is where things have to change. All I visit angels. Okay, I don't know where you have been.
Stop me from going over there because this is where I'm going. You guys, look, today's turning into really exciting. That's the funny part. Another seat right underneath it. It's right there. They haven't sat in them from what I can tell. This is a whole family of Bigfoots right here, guys. He sits right there, and his sticks have not been cleared yet. I am in love with this spot. You guys, you got to see how blatant. They don't do anything. Well, you've already seen how blatant, but look at the ground. They don't do anything to hide what they're doing at all. That's why I want to go 20 miles back from here. Can you imagine what it looks like 20 miles back from here? All right, my hour begins. An hour's a long time, guys, when you're just sitting here. But it begins right now. It's kind of weird. It looks like the end of a tree, but it has like 2 holes in a mouth. Like he's like, oh, busted. And then the way I do it the most is I just picture, look at this, okay? This is turning. Not one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least are going around that turn. And then where do they all go? Right to that X. From this X to that X, look at the 2 coming out. It means it's a seat. It's the same thing. I showed it to you the other day. Oh yes, it's a seat, but it's something little, see? Same thing. It means the same thing. They somehow do that, and then when you go into that, that's where they sit right there. And you'll believe me, because there's this pile of pumpkins. It's a seat for one of the others. Anything I'm saying, if I leave it in, it doesn't make sense, just ignore it, because it means I'm zapped. I want to go up there so bad, my feet won't go that way. They're making me not want to go up there. I know they are, which makes me want to force myself. You guys, what does it matter? Whoa. Did you hear that? Listen to right after I said matter. There's a seat right there. It's used. They're all through here. See, every one of these spots is a seat. Look what this dude did. Look what I showed you on the other side with the two coming out. See the two coming out? They're right there. And they go that way, and they stop right there. I showed you this coming in, and then look above it. That's just, I can't even get out of here. I'm losing it in here. This is just too unbelievable. Guys, I swear I just heard a lady go, "Hey," from a distance. Because I was making noise. That is bizarre. I wish I had the camera going. There's no way there could be a human. Are they mimicking a person? Because I'm not making this up. Think about what I just showed you. Okay, the tree fell. I already have a video. I don't need to make this part up. What the? I don't know if they want me here. It's weird. I have like a paranoid feeling right now. After I heard that lady, there's some kind of lady screaming up there. You guys, I'm telling you. I'm gonna leave the video on for a second. I know, whatever it is, there's no way. Oh God, I hope witches aren't real. There's no way, hold on. I'm leaving the camera on because I don't want to miss. I've already missed some things today. I got some good things, but I missed some things. So I should just keep it on all the time. I don't want to go up this way. Yes, there is vocals coming from over here. The only thing I said is like, listen, guys, I'm not scared. You can show me. I know what all of you look like. Whoa. I'm not going to be scared. And then I heard like, I can't even copy it, but I remember it perfectly. It's definitely them. See, this is how it's going to happen one day, guys. Look what's up there. So maybe they do want me to go up there? Listen, it just got so silent when I got up. Everything changed when I stood up. Don't tell me to sit down. All right, give me a second. I mean, I'm going to have to go with hallucinations on that one. I mean, I heard a female voice. When have I ever told you that? If I'm going to lie, why not just say, I heard one, it was a female voice and it was right back this way. You guys, up here doesn't end. I need more time in here. They're all around me. Look at that thing, you guys. First of all, see there? Look. You see the language, okay? Thank God we have ABCs because not many people would have learned beyond that. I'm not even kidding. So right here. Do I sit here now? You know, how do you, what do you never know that. Like I said, it's always somebody else. Look at that thing curves around. It doesn't get much better than that one. Look at that one. Not only that, Yo! I did that too, I think. There's no way anybody is up there. It's not possible. Look at the X. Look at the X behind it. One time I did that 4 years ago in another video. I filed literally like 50 X's in a row. They went straight in a row. I didn't know other structures, so I can't remember. I just knew I was finding these X's. This is a seat. There's a seat right there. You can just clearly see the butt indented. This is something really special above me, guys. I'm not even kidding. He always says that. Well, guess what? Everything I find is extremely special. That's why people watch me. They don't care about what I say. They want to see what I find. Because I've made it my life. Am I any cooler than you because of it? Absolutely not. You could do exactly what I do if you spent the amount of time I did. I got to play it cool. That's how I don't roll, okay? I don't play into the bullshit games of the world. I'm your friend and I'm there and I always will be. I could have 50 trillion subscribers and I'll never forget one of you. Don't care about that stuff. You know, you care about the subscribers at first because you want to get above 1,000. For me, it was above 30,000 because that's you couldn't have channel memberships until 30,000, and then they made it. And I got to 30 and never did the channel memberships. I just didn't want to, and then they made it now where I don't know how many it is. I think you can just have them because they realized they were making money, losing money by not doing it. See this one? It goes. You guys, not only that, okay. This thing comes up through it. This one's on the other side. So it's field gold in between these two. Then it dies down, goes underneath this log, okay, which is bordering the seats, and then goes all the way out. Even regular humans acknowledge these. The authorities have acknowledged these. Can you see it's resting on it? But what they do is give you the default excuse that Indians made the trail markers, and which is a lie. This far without being full-time. It's impossible. You have to do this 365 days a year. Not necessarily always be out here, but you have to be, you're involved in it. Even the winter you guys saw. Look at all the videos I did in the wintertime. Because that's my time to really connect with people, to catch up on messages, to, put some stuff together that you haven't seen from left over from the summer. There's a bone there too. The interesting part about it is I'm not in mountain lion territory and it's on this. It doesn't, see the thing is with them, I don't always believe when the bone, because I usually find one where they sit or two, and in this case it's two, and it's on their structure. I think they just took the bones. They didn't eat whatever it was, there's something about the bones they like. Okay, so there's his X. His seat's right there with the curly cues. I don't believe he sat in it yet this year. Boom. Some of these places are just becoming available. Marking all of these spots. I didn't even see it. Look at that. This whole thing is all seats. This has been moved recently. It's sitting there like that. I didn't touch it. I turned the video on the second I saw it. And this used to be laying like that. It's a can, and it's old, and it's a Shasta. 70s, it's in perfect condition. There's not even a dent on it. The top's a little bit. Picture the camera. I told you I don't make that up. I hit the button constantly. It's field goal. That's an X into a trident. But kind of picture the camera as them, as you're looking through their eyes. Oh my God. It happened again. You guys, there's no wind. Look at the branch. There's nothing. A giant tree. It's becoming a thing with them. That's right, I have cell reception here. It's in my backpack. Oh, do they want to stop me from going over there because this is where I'm going? You guys, look, today's turning into really exciting. I'll sit right here. Ow. I think I get angry. You'll hear me yell when I'm in places like this sometimes. Because it's almost like, listen, I mean, how could you be so ignorant? Like, how could you be so dumb? You don't know what you're missing. How amazing this is. I think that's where my frustration comes from. It's not that I want everyone to know, but just those few people that we're supposed to that are missing it. You know, you have no idea what you're missing. Especially if you come and stand here one day. Remember, guys, you can keep asking me, but I don't let people come out. There's no one's coming out here, okay? A few people, like Nico, okay, who's come out here since the beginning. He's always come out here with me. Nico is like family to me. I don't know how he feels, but that's how I feel, okay? He's a friend, but he's special because he's been here 3 times already. No one else has done that. Brandon's coming out because Brandon's a special case. He's a mental patient. No, he's just he's a rare situation, you know? He gives me the credit for doing this, and Brandon gets this like hardly anyone else. So him and Lori are coming out. Brandon's a friend of mine, personal friend of mine. Listen, he's not a YouTube, you know, it's different. If I said yes to everyone, I would be screwed. So you got to understand, I can't let you come out. I might love you. You're going to take it as an insult, but please don't, because I'm doing what I think is right. Mark, I'll give you $1,000, $2,000 for one day. I'm like, you know, that would be amazing. Nothing would make me happier than to take you out here. I'll go out there for 24 hours with you for that, but I don't know if it's right. You know, so if I know you really well and I know they love you, I mean, I've seen them standing 20 feet from Nico. It's a different story, you know. I can't, what if I bring the wrong person out? I could end up, it's already getting hard enough because of me, because I'm me. And they're super stealthy because they know what I've gotten, what I've stolen from them. They've given me and stolen. I'm getting really far away. You guys haven't seen it all in video, but I am a good... Look at this. I gotta keep going. I am surrounded by incredible structures. I see something even more incredible. Give me a second. Man, I've gotten to a place where I don't want to go back. I have no choice but to turn around and start making my way back at some point. Because I'm finally getting somewhere big. And there's no way to get here this way. Literally from a mile that way to a mile this way goes straight uphill. There's no way to access it. And that's why it's so good back here. And it gets even better and better and better. I am literally following their trails. Sasquatch Highway. Didn't believe me? Wait for it. By the way, we're out of any kind of writing or any person's ever been. Watch this. Oh, I'm so glad I did this today. I'm so glad. Thank you, God. Watch this. I'm not even going to show the whole thing to you. I'm ignoring all noises. Sasquatch. This is Sasquatch. or it's one of them. You know, there's versions of them. Oh man, you guys, I found something good. There's versions of them. Do you see this? That don't have a huge interest in people. I can't give you the background reasons. They won't hurt you, but they're just not going to do anything. It's like against their rules, or they get like executed or something, you know? Holy shit. I'm leaving the camera going. Don't turn off the video now, whatever you do. Look at the seats. They're all active. Holy shit. I gotta curse, I can't help it. I don't mean to. Right here is a seat, and it's been sat in. Right there is a seat, and it's been sat in. Forget about, I mean, like what I tell you, it's always got Tridents and X's. Well, you don't even have to look for those when you have this next to the seat. First of all, again, there's your X on the seat, okay? But when you hit this, you don't even look at the X. Holy wow, where am I? Like, I know where I am, but oh my God, am I far to the right? I never imagined I'd make it this far. You guys, I'm getting into a place where they might start making noises. I'm not kidding. This is what I need. See? These are my guys. You can see the difference? See how it's open and it's green? That's what I want. It's not dry. It's amazing that the climate difference from where I first started to here. Look at that. I'm so very happy. You guys, this thing touches that one, which goes up and makes that. It doesn't get any better. It actually does, but it doesn't for you. I'm going to make it better, but there's not many people that can film this. The consistency of this is insanity. I see a huge spot out down in front too. You guys, thank you so much. I have goosebumps. And my hair, like energy flowing through my arms right now, that I can't even begin to tell you. I can't believe this is where it was. See, you gotta find them. They're surrounded, like their area is surrounded by others. Wow. Look at this, you guys. This is something special. You want to talk about artwork? I'm not leaving this place. You guys, right down there is a major spot. Right there. I got drumming. Hold on. It's literally tapping. Yo! I'm going down there. I'm going to try to... Depends what happens. Let me try to... See, it's impossible to stop, you know, because what if I don't come back here for a while? Or ever, you know, like, what if I had just walked another quarter mile that way? It could have been the say all in the subject, and we could have closed the subject down, you know, but because I didn't walk that way a quarter mile... Whoa, did you hear that? That's on the ground. You know what I mean? I'm just being hypothetical. You guys, a tree got pushed down. Oh my God, I hope you can hear it. Please, I don't even care if it's distant, just so you believe, just so you can hear it. They did it for me. I think I'm not sure. Whoa, what in the hell was that? Don't tell me if I wasn't talking, because then I could never talk. I didn't know a noise was about to happen. Something's happening out there. See, I'm confused, because I was saying before, like, there's no way I got here by accident. But at the same time, as soon as I saw it, the tree got pushed down. I have a feeling they didn't want me to come in here. I could have been wrong about that. Because it's too much of a coincidence. There's a tree making noise here, but that's not what it is. I gotta go down there. You guys, you gotta see the spot down there. It's the best spot you can find. It doesn't get any better. Those are all seats underneath that. I kind of want to go back home that way, I hope. I'm here for a long time. Yeah, this is like the Bigfoot universe ones. Same dudes. I can tell by the way my arms feel. It's crazy. I know who's who sometimes. Only sometimes. Yes, this doesn't end. It stops right there. It just becomes a regular forest. But I'd love to walk through that transition. I'll bet you. When you get up there, you guys, you could go forever that way. It doesn't end. You could go all the way to, I don't even know where. A good 40, 50 miles just walking right that way. What is back 25 miles? You know, that's interesting. Wow. All right, so for now, there's a breeze over here big time. When that tree fell, there was none. Here, there's just a nice little breeze coming through. Look at that upside down. See that thin one? Upside down. This is amazing. This is one of the best spots I've found. You guys, the thing is, it's not just what I'm showing you. Like when I say it's one of the best spots, it doesn't end. You know what I'm going to do? I know this is a long clip, but I didn't want you to miss anything. Because so far I got a tree pushed down. Just do the math, guys. Okay, I'm in the middle of a Bigfoot world, approaching a hidden place that's never been put on the camera in the history of the world. And then the tree falls down. Because what they wanted me to do was walk towards that tree, not in here. That's my opinion. And me not getting here by accident. Another tree just fell down. me not getting here in accident, I believe, is my skill set. I got me here. Oh man, do I want to go up? What do I do, you guys? I don't want to miss that spot, but if I go up, I'm not going to be able to come back this way. You know what? I'm going to go sit right there. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to sit right there until they do something. I'm going to tell them I'm not leaving until something happens. That's what I'm going to tell them. It might not happen, but I'm going to tell them that anyway. See, I want to get up there. I want to get beyond all this and see what's back there. Because that's why you do it in Bigfoot Universe. You can't just find the one spot and think you found everything. You gotta go back. I'll tell you, I have not seen anything today. I have not seen them today. It doesn't mean anything, but I'm just letting you know. You know, most of the time you don't. There's no surprising them where I go. There's no way to shock them in most of my spots. Sorry, I think I'm zapped. That's why I'm just talking like I can't get down to there and I'm just rambling. That's a tree. Look at the footprints. They all moved out of here. They're all right on the outskirts. That's why I never get the whistles or trees breaking down when I'm sitting on when I'm standing on their seats. Because they've had 2 hours to move out of the way. That's why. Because that's an X. This place, I don't know what this is going to be, but it just looks very special from a long distance. I'm just reading the structures. It tells me everything when I read the structures. It doesn't tell me exactly, but it tells me that there's seats there. Or that there was. I know how to read all their seat language. And here's where it used to be. Oh, they're sitting in the one behind. They're not sitting in this one. They might be, because you can't really make, but usually they clear it. They'll take those sticks off of it, and it'll become dirt eventually. I don't see the evidence here yet. Look at this, though, except for that. Oh, man, I was really hoping something was going on. I really felt like this was the spot. I was wrong. It used to be the spot. There's the seats right there. There's a seat right there. If you're standing here, you can undeniably see each seat because they're all indented. I don't want to leave here, you guys. I don't want to leave this place. So, but unfortunately, I don't know if that's the right term, because it's not really unfortunate. I got to spend some time off the camera with these guys. I can't just walk around like an idiot, like a human, talking to the black box. I got to chill. I'm going to stand. I'm actually going to sit right here. Let me show you. There's a seat here. Look, there's actually all the sticks back in the seat. That's weird. Did they move into that spot right behind it? Because this is something blatant right here. Look at this. I'm going to be here for the next hour, right here. This is all one giant seat. Last, look carefully at this. You got to constantly refresh your mind. Don't let the denial kick in. The human denial. Mermaids? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Why is it the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? You don't even know why. That's the funny part. Another seat right underneath it. It's right there. They haven't sat in them from what I can tell. This is a whole family of Bigfoots right here, guys. He sits right there, and his sticks have not been cleared yet. I am in love with this spot. You guys, you got to see how blatant. They don't do anything. Well, you've already seen how blatant, but look at the ground. They don't do anything to hide what they're doing at all. That's why I want to go 20 miles back from here. Can you imagine what it looks like 20 miles back from here? Alright, my hour begins. An hour's a long time, guys, when you're just sitting here. But it begins right now. It's kind of weird. It looks like the end of a tree, but it has like 2 holes in a mouth. Like he's like, oh, busted. Hour start now. I'm literally sitting. This is why you support me, because I am sitting in the first one ever to do Bigfoot videos from the seats of beings no one knew existed. Factually doing it. That's pretty cool. And look. So I'm in their seats that don't look like they've been used yet. I'm surprised because this spot is just too good. It's in front of everything, basically. And I think these guys are pissed. Not pissed like and they're mad, but they're like, they don't... I think I surprise them a lot because when a tree falls down, what does a human do? They're going to walk right towards it. They want to see what happened. Even if they weren't doing Bigfoot, like, what did that tree just fell down? Let's go look at it. And I'm too... What the hell was that? What is going on? Guys, look at this. This is what I'm sitting. What was I saying? It doesn't even matter. When I do this video, I'll be like, I'll know exactly what I was going to say. That's the other thing. Like, I'll be able to finish my sentence there. But most of the time, when I'm putting these videos together, of course, I don't want to hear myself. I'm not one of those people that enjoy. So I make these videos. Look at the other X. I make these videos like I know it's me. I'm not crazy, but it's kind of like I have to detach a little bit. So I'm just like an editor making. That's not even that good of an editor making, these videos for this dude. And I tell him to shut up, and he's an idiot, and you talk too much. I told you I don't need trolls. Look at all the sticks. In that one, I showed it to you, I'm pretty sure, when I was up there, but from this angle, it's just blatant. Whoa. Look at that. Yeah, something's going on. So, about the tree getting pushed down. because they know. Like, so normally I would have walked over, you know what I mean? But I saw this. I just did it instinctively in a sense, like because I know them, and I know that I saw this place, and I'm just starting to tell you guys about it, and the tree gets pushed down, and there's absolutely no wind, like there was none. There's been a few breezes since then, but not really, you know, like it's not enough for an entire tree to fall down. Like right now, and before I think I zoomed on and there was nothing. It's just a little breeze. It doesn't push down trees that are like still alive in some cases. You can just hear it being forced. It's a different sound than a tree finally giving way after being old. And the wind hit it the right way. So what I'm saying is, I know it was to keep me out of here. They didn't want me to be here. It was. Like, I don't think they cared, but I think he was trying to avoid me seeing the master spot. You guys, I got to emphasize, before I stop this clip, where this is. If you could see the landscape and what's in front of me, like, I can't go home. It's impossible to go home that way. I walked all the way in. It's a mile and a half, 2 miles, it's something like that. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually really is when you're walking through their worlds and on the side of the hill, and you get to spots where you can't go home down. I got to walk back the whole way that way. You know, it's believe it or not, it might sound silly, but that's the hardest part of what I do. It really is. It's just kind of getting to where I need to be. That's the hardest part about this. What the hell is that? Was it just branches behind? That was weird for a second. I keep seeing an eyeball, then it disappears. Guess what is up with that? Why are things moving behind that? There's nothing behind it. I guess it's the trees, but what the hell was that? It sounded like humans. I told Callie, remember too. I was like, Callie, do you ever hear? Because I was with Callie down in Lower Colorado at this really amazing place. And it's so windy, and I'm hearing like whispers in the wind, and I'm not hearing things. You have to remember how sane I actually really am. I could be considered a mental patient, but I'm still very sane. Like, I don't hear, I'm very decisive on what I know is real and what is not. So I don't think I heard something. You know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah, because you can't tell for sure. But there's other times, like, I know what I'm hearing. Where, you know, in the past, you know, they lock, especially back in the 40s and 50s, they lock people away if they had any special abilities because they just assume they're crazy. You know, that's the ego of people. That person can't know it if we don't know it. It's like, these are the people you're supposed to be listening to. Look how Jesus was treated. Don't listen to the people in life that entertain you. Listen to the people that you're supposed to. It's like a real crazy breeze just went by. Gusts. Nothing fell. No noises anywhere in the distance. Like, I'm not talking about that, but like even a tree falling in the distance. Remember, the challenge is to have a tree pushed down while you're sitting in a Bigfoot world, or standing. Take your pick. Alright, bye. I'm gonna try to do a live video. What a bummer. I really had a chance I left that seat because I was doing a live stream. I tried to walk up here. I only had like 2 bars, and it just kept ending it. So thanks you guys for trying to be on there. Darn it. I wanted you to be live here with me. Because I've had 2 trees pushed down now. 2. They were both on the camera. The second one, I don't know. We'll have to see if we can hear it on the camera. I think so. You guys. Oh my God. Those all turn. That's a turn. it's a turn for the better. How come everything's a turn for the worse? Nothing, for us, it's a turn for the worse for everything. Nothing's ever a turn for the better, you know. So many of us struggle. That's why it took me till I was involved with this. Everything changed in me. I think I was always like a good person and stuff, but it really, really, really changed me. I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot why, so that's a good thing. It really just, everything, my life, it's just this earth, everything has been put into perspective. People, if I completely fail at this, it's changed my life forever. And that's why, because I was saying something about complaining, because I don't complain because of other people. Like I know someone, like my tinnitus is so loud in here with them. It's so unbelievable, where I believe that maybe 5 out of 10, 6, 7 out of 10 might even blow their head off with my condition. I might even, if it wasn't for this, like I'm able to somehow distract. And then the way I do it the most is I just picture, look at this, okay? This is turning, not one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least are going around that turn. And then where do they all go? Right to that X. From this X to that X. Look at the 2 coming out. It means it's a seat. It's the same thing. I showed it to you the other day. Oh yes, it's a seat, but it's something little, see? Same thing. It means the same thing. They somehow do that, and then when you go into that, that's where they sit right there. And you'll believe me, because there's this pile of pumpkins. It's a seat for one of the others. Anything I'm saying, if I leave it in, just it doesn't make sense, just ignore it, because it means I'm zapped. I want to go up there so bad, my feet won't go that way. They're making me not want to go up there. I know they are, which makes me want to force myself. You guys, what does it matter? Whoa. Did you hear that? Listen to right after I said it, matter. There's a seat right there. It's used. They're all through here. See, every one of these spots is a seat. Look what this dude did. Look what I showed you on the other side with the 2 coming out. See the 2 coming out? They're right there. And they go that way, and they stop right there. I showed you this coming in, and then look above it. That's just, I can't even get out of here. I'm losing it in here. This is just too unbelievable. You guys, I swear I just heard a lady go, hey, from a distance. Because I was making noise. That is bizarre. I wish I had the camera going. There's no way there could be a human. Are they mimicking a person? Because I'm not making this up. Think about what I just showed you. Okay, the tree found. I already have a video. I don't need to make this part up. What the? I don't know if they want me here. It's weird. I have like a paranoid feeling right now. After I heard that lady, there's some kind of lady screaming up there. You guys, I'm telling you. Let me leave the video on for a second. I know, whatever it is, there's no way. God, I hope witches aren't real. There's no way, hold on. I'm leaving the camera on because I don't want to miss. I've already missed some things today. I got some good things, but I missed some things. So I should just keep it on all the time. I don't want to go up this way. Yes, there is vocals coming from over here. The only thing I said is like, listen guys, I'm not scared. You can show me. I know what all of you look like. Whoa. I'm not going to be scared. And then I heard like, I can't even copy it, but I remember it perfectly. It's definitely them. See, this is how it's going to happen one day, guys. Look what's up there. So maybe they do want me to go up there? Listen, it just got so silent when I got up. Everything changed when I stood up. Don't tell me to sit down. Alright, give me a second. I mean, I'm going to have to go with hallucinations on that one. I mean, I heard a female voice. When have I ever told you that? If I'm going to lie, why not just say I heard one? It was a female voice, and it was right back this way. You guys, up here doesn't end. I need more time in here. They're all around me. Look at that thing, you guys. First of all, see there? Look. You see the language, okay? Thank God we have ABCs, because not many people would have learned beyond that. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, all of you guys, you know what I mean. There are some people out there. Let's be grateful for our very simple systems, like our math, our basic math, and our basic English is just as simple as it gets, in my opinion. I want to learn a language, try learning Japanese or Chinese. They probably feel the same way about us. Although I'm pretty sure there's many, many, many more Japanese and Chinese people that speak English than there is Americans, vice versa. I don't know that for sure, but I would bet money on it. So right here. Do I sit here now? You know, you never know that. Like I said, it's always somebody else. Look at that thing curves around. Eileen, look at that one. It doesn't get much better than that one. Look at that one. Look at that. Yo! I did that too, I think. There's no way anybody is up there. It's not possible. Look at the X. Look at the X behind it. One time I did that 4 years ago in another video. I filed literally like 50 X's in a row. They went straight in a row. I didn't know other structures, so I can't remember. I just knew I was finding these X's. This is a seat. There's a seat right there. You can just clearly see the butt indented. This is something really special above me, guys. I'm not even kidding. He always says that. Well, guess what? Everything I find is extremely special. That's why people watch me. They don't care about what I say. They want to see what I find. Because I've made it my life. Am I any cooler than you because of it? Absolutely not. You could do exactly what I do if you spent the amount of time I did. Most of you. There is people that can't do anything no matter what happens to them, but of course, you guys would all be. There's people way better at this than me. That's why I do this for you. This is half of the reason. All these guys want to do it on their own. There is no on your own. That's why I have more friends in this situation than any other researcher. Anybody. There's no one that has the amount of people that I have, because I hang out with, like, we're all friends. I'm not going to segregate myself. Oh, I got 48,000. I'm too special now to just be in Facebook and talk to people. I got to play it cool. That's how I don't roll, okay? I don't play into the bullshit games of the world. I'm your friend and I'm there and I always will be. I could have 50 trillion subscribers and I'll never forget one of you. Don't care about that stuff. You know, you care about the subscribers at first because you want to get above 1,000. For me, it was above 30,000 because that's, you couldn't have channel memberships until 30,000, and then they made it. And I got to 30 and never did the channel memberships. I just didn't want to, and then they made it now where I don't know how many it is. I think you can just have them because they realized they were making money, losing money by not doing it. See this one? It goes. You guys, not only that, okay. This thing comes up through it. This one's on the other side. So it's field gold in between these two. Then it dies down, goes underneath this log, okay, which is bordering the seats, and then goes all the way out. It just goes all the way out. Oh, it's actually touching the, see? There's no teepee structures here. They're getting all their power from right there. It's leaning right across, and all that stuff is connected to where I've just been. I told you, everything connected, everything energy. It would have been good to end it right there, but watch this. First of all, on one of their trail markers. Trees don't do this unless they did it to the tree. It's the only way, okay? Trees never move. The only way you can get a tree to bend away on its own is pull it away from the sun, and then it'll tend to grow back towards the sun. But these are all trail markers. Even regular humans acknowledge these. The authorities have acknowledged these. Can you see it's resting on it? But what they do is give you the default excuse that Indians made the trail markers, and which is a lie. I'm not even sure if the guy's lying. He might believe what he's saying, you know, because he doesn't know these guys exist. This spot, Brandon, we might have to come in here. This spot is too good. You see this? You guys, it's too good. Let me go find a place that's not as good as this to show you. Right there. Because of you guys, I get to do this. We would never, you don't find this on a Sunday when it doesn't rain in between your job. It's impossible. You don't get this far without being full-time. It's impossible. You have to do this 365 days a year. Not necessarily always be out here, but you have to be, you know, you're involved in it. Even the winter, you guys saw. Look at all the videos I did in the wintertime. Because that's my time to really connect with people, to catch up on messages, to, you know, put some stuff together that you haven't seen left over from the summer. Hopefully this summer I can get out of there and travel a little bit. The problem is the cat and living in an RV. You can't leave an RV for more than 8 hours when it's 5 degrees. Not mine. I have an animal in there, she'll die. So I got to work that part of it out. But I want to do something, you know. I got to get out of there. It's impossible to live. See, I could go get an apartment. I mean, but that's just like some crappy apartment. Now I'm renting and signing a lease, and it's just a crap hole. I'm not doing that. I have one of the best locations ever, and I cannot afford to do that with a house. So it's millions of dollars to live up here. It's just like living in California or New Jersey when you're in Eagle County, Colorado. It's because of Vail. As the #1 ski resort in the world. They are ranked #1. Do you see that? Like, what the... What the... You see the teepee structure behind it and then the 3 in front of it? Thank God I forgot what I was saying. I'm letting it roll because now... Listen. There is no breeze, no noise, no nothing. There is another spot. So now what's happening is I really kind of want to I do kind of want to walk down to where the tree is, but it was way down there. I'd rather walk back way up higher than I was because I think there's these hidden spots. if I walk down to there, I'm not going to see anything except probably find the tree. And even if it made the best X ever, I don't think it matters because no one watches the videos, and I would miss all this. So I'm choosing to skip where the tree fell down. That you guys, I'm sure, can hear on the video. I'm not 100%, but I'm almost sure. And staying here and try to work my way back. So in other words, I came in way low. I went way down there. And then when I heard the lady yell, I came up here, and then I'm going to cut back this way. Why would she yell? To see the circle spot? Maybe. The thing is, it's not a she. You got to remember, they can mimic anything. They can make some, not all of them, but certain ones out here can make the sound of a bird. Oh. Nancy, it's you. I can't answer the phone because it doesn't work. I have one bar. I'll just be like, I won't be able to hear you. I know you're calling me to tell me that the live stream didn't go well. I know. Like, believe me, if I'm the one doing the stream, I totally appreciate it, but if it didn't go well, I was aware because it was just buffering constantly. I just wanted to show you the most amazing place back there live. I really did. I couldn't get anything out of there. You can barely penetrate the canopy here. See, these are the spots. Who cares about that tree? I want to see some of this. I might make a long video. I might put the highlights of the things I thought that were the coolest looking in first, and then I'll put all these clips in at the end. If I was trying to make money with my videos, I could break down my videos into 10-minute videos and make 10 videos every day. And then get the views that way. So anyone that ever said that, well, I don't think they've ever told me it, but you're going to sound really dumb because I make 2 hour-long to 2 hour-long videos. Typically. Oh, something got eaten right here. It's old though. There's a bone there too. The interesting part about it is I'm not in mountain lion territory, and it's on this. It doesn't, see, the thing is with them, I don't always believe when the bone, because I usually find one where they sit, or two, and in this case it's two, and it's on their structure. I think they just took the bones. They didn't eat whatever it was. There's something about the bones they like. Look at this place. Thank you, God. Thank you. Whoa. Another one. You guys. Did you hear how abrupt that was? It's right where I just was. If I was live, that would have been on the video live, because I'd still be, you know me, I'd still be in there. That's the third tree. Thank you! I think. Could be if we push down 4, you die. I don't think so. You guys, that was right where I just was. There's nothing. Please tell me you heard that. Look, I got the tattletale on me. Wow. Did you hear that? They are there. You guys, that was a wood knock. It's all coming from the ground. It's not up in the air. Kind of weird looking. You guys, that was another tree. It was like something just went as fast as you could push it down. The crazy part is it was just like right over there. I kind of have a good feel for the camera, and I think it might be on there, but it's nothing like if it just happens right, close by. That was 3 trees today. 3 today. That's almost more than ever put together. Look at that one winding through. Remember, note there's receipts right there, right underneath it. Remember, notice the caliper of the trees in the structures versus the trees growing. Another thing people can't seem to figure out on their own. Why would they do that right now? I know they just did that to me. Why? Just a confirmation? And why are the birds coming into that spot chirping? I love these openings like this. Believe me, I've seen that happen, where that gap gets filled. You guys, I'm kind of freaking out right now, so let me just... I'm going through some of these spots without any commentary, okay? Let me just show you as I go through, because that way I can actually do it. But this one, though. That thing is crazy. Watch this. There's a seed underneath that. I should have said little commentary. You guys, they're right around me, watching me, and just they're letting me know. It's a crazy thing. Gotta talk for this one really quick. There's footprints everywhere. Look at that footprint going that way. Can you guys see this thing? You can even see the toes. Look right here. There's toes. It's on an incline. You know, it's on a. So most of his weight even went into the corner. It's a perfect footprint. He was going that way. I walked right through there. Didn't make anything. That's him. Let me. What was I going to show you? Oh, what's this? So this thing goes all the way right. It's all decorated with leaners and stuff like that. It's the one I get all excited when I find it. They just did it a different way. But watch. This is some of the best stuff. It's very difficult to find a spot like this. What's going on? I wish someone was here with me today. I wish you could have been here to experience. It's almost like if you see a UFO fly over and it stops on your head and blinks at you, like it's happened to me. It's probably scanning me. Thank God I had someone with me, or I would have felt insane. Today I don't, because I don't feel insane at all, because I know exactly what's happening. But it's almost like if someone else was here to tell you the story, it'd be better. You know, that's why I don't tell stories, because it's actually me. So they have that one, right? And watch. There's another small version at the bottom. That's literally bordering the spot. And then forget about the X's. These are all seats. Okay, so I just showed you that one back there, right? The one with the two long borders. Okay, so here's another dude. This is the way he wants his seat. Okay, so there's his X. His seat's right there with the curly cues. I don't believe he sat in it yet this year. Boom. Some of these places are just becoming available. I'm as high up as it gets. Like there was snow here just a week ago. So that could have something to do with it, or, you know, they don't always make disturbances. Like, you know, I think it's like, yes, the big ones do, you know, but some of them just make it, they literally do it on purpose. Look in front, if I can get there. Marking all of these spots. This is all one place. I'm just showing, look, this is all another whole place of them with seats everywhere. But I'm just trying to show the highlights of it. Look, feel golded, try it right there. Feel gold. Feel golded. Feel golded is like saying deers. The mooses, actually you do say mooses. It's not meese, it's mooses. But you don't say deers. That's one of those. What's another word where there's never an S? Look at that. Field golded mini. I'm not kidding. Wow. So check this out. These all go into a teepee, right? And they end up completely together. Okay? Watch. Field golded, as I say, field golded mini totem pole. Look, it goes right through it. and straight out there and touches that, which is part of the TP, which is how I always tell you how they get their power. Dude, they're just chilling. And there's some lady behind me screaming at me. I don't understand it. I can't get it on the camera. She's not screaming. She's saying one thing, and then it's like so abrupt that you can't exactly. It's just enough to go, what the? You turn around and there's nothing. Nothing's happening. How many humans do you think they have on their side? And if not, most likely human DNA involved in some of these people. There's no question in my mind. There's no doubt about it. Whether that DNA is 1,000 years old or it's, most likely older DNA, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that go missing every year. I just truly, honestly believe factually that it's not these guys. But they're so far away from anybody. They don't go out and take people and bring them back here. They're believe me, I'd find a shoe, I'd find something. They'd make a mistake. It's not them. Even if that was their number one priority, was to clean it up, you'd still, at some point, there'd be a mistake made, Guy goes jogging by some Bigfoot with a chick. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" I'd be like, "Sorry, I can't help you." Well, what do you do? So, these guys are supposed to be my friends. He goes running by. He's got some hot chick on his back that he stole. Do I shoot him? Not that you probably could anyway, but hypothetically, do I take the side of the Bigfoots and just trust that, whatever's going to happen to her, she's probably fine? Look at the hell are they doing here? Wow. So this is kind of starting to pay off. I'm way up. You guys look, I'm way up. Like I even walked across probably a quarter of a mile down, so I'm a quarter mile higher, which is quite a distance. Something just flew through the air right there. You guys are so blatantly following me. Look at the fence in the air. I didn't even see it. Look at that. This whole thing is all seats. Look at this. All of it's been scrubbed down. Look. You can't see because of the shadows. Well, here's where my foot is. It's all a burn. This has been heavily active right here. They got to be at the top of there. It's the best place to look at me. I'm waiting for a good place to do timestamps. Three trees pushed down and a woman yelled something. A female. I would never make that up. And if I did, I would have done it not on my 800th video. 800th video. Look at the path. See the Sasquatch Highway? I made that up. Don't let anyone ever tell you that they got that name from somewhere else. Right there is the Sasquatch Highway. You see it? If you're standing here, you can sure see it. This video is going to be a long video. There's nothing I can do about it. I might make 2 or something because you guys look at this. Okay. It's all disturbed there. It's all of the mulch has been pushed away right there. Right there. It's been all pushed down all the way across, right? Then there's a symmetrical X right there. Then watch this. I had no idea that's an X. You see it up there? I see it all the time when they hide it in the tree like that, and I don't think they're actually hiding it. I think it's something that they're doing. They just do it because they're not hiding anything out here. But they love to do it in that, like that. Let me show you. Oh man, it's all the way up. I'm gonna stay up. I've been up here for a long time, so there's this amazing X right there. Right, there's a trident right there, and then there's another X right there that I couldn't show you. It's right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 unbelievable X's right there. And it's all a part of this upward place that I missed walking through here. God, I hope that's where I walked through, or I'm in trouble. And then I'm looking, look, see how this is all blocked off from the next spot? There's a transition. So now I'm going to walk to the transition. Why split the spots? There's no question that they break up the areas, even though that place was 200 yards long. Why? They separate each other. That's another X right there. This is an X because it's going uphill. Look at that. You don't ever have to watch anything else. You don't need any other evidence except here, Colorado Bigfoot. I'm kidding. Of course, watch the people that are good at it. The people that it's. You know what it takes to be good at this? One thing: knowledge. That's it. To understand what no other researchers do, that these aren't monkeys. And you're doing it all wrong using your imaginations and common sense. Why do you think the people that show the truth are the most successful in this right now? Because we're the only ones that get it. I'm not talking about like Jake. I like those videos. Thank God those guys do it. Those guys saved my ass. If I was the only one that did it this way, then they could say I'm crazy. But when they see guys like Jake doing it, and Brandon, and CC Bigfoot, and Michelle, all the people that are just doing it on their own, just for themselves and sharing the pictures. I mean, it's an amazing thing. I love the help and the backup in this. You see people that aren't doing it for real, they don't want that. They want this to somehow be their job. Like he just wants to have a free ride or something. Not going to happen. People aren't stupid when it comes to their money. You know what I mean? There is people, but when it comes to like going out of your way on the most random platforms and supporting someone that's doing something special, those are smart people. I don't care if it's $5 or 5 million. These are people that know what they're doing. And when you don't know what you're doing, you're never going to do this as a job. There's lots of jobs available for this. You just got to do it right. Oh man, do I go up here? You guys, look how bad. If I go up to that side, it starts to get really... I don't know where I am. I think my truck is about a mile that way. It's farther than that, but I mean a mile this way. And then going down, not too bad. About the same. Look at this, you guys. I'm in the middle of the sickest place ever. These videos, these clips you're putting in, I have so much video. I have like 6 hours of video. Oh, my right knee. Ow, ow, ow. Being 50 sucks. I can still do it. Just as good as a 20-year-old, except that it hurts. That's the difference. So it's not slowing me down. It's just that I have to deal with it. It's brutal. I'm going to be going to a doctor here soon for my lower back. While I have health insurance. It's not going to last forever. Blatant, and that is marking that whole place I just came from. There's another giant forked X right there. Forget about those seats. Forget about the 3 trees, maybe 4 trees that were pushed down. Forget about the lady. She screamed. Maybe that's on camera. I can't even remember now if the lady's on camera. I think it wasn't. I don't remember. I know that they had influence on me. Because I know because I talk in circles when that happens. About just like life. Look at that one's field goal, the one next to the X is field goal. Giant scale, monsters. This is an incredible place. It's not findable. You could spend you could move into where I am, and I guarantee you, you will never find this place. And for the rest of your life. That's how hard it is to get here. And that's the advantage of having someone out here. Am I trying to sell myself? Absolutely not. More than just me, like other people out here all the time. Put the pressure on them. That's the one thing about money. It's you know, if you're a good person like me, like I'm so thankful for the help that when someone helps me, I'm like, oh boy, like it means I gotta, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I can do. If I fail, so what? As long as I tried as hard as I could, you know, and that's what I've been supported now for years, and that's all I do is keep trying and never get lazy with it. Because those people are gonna know right away. You know, maybe not tomorrow, but they'll know. You know, a couple of weeks from now, they'll be like, "What is going on, Mark?" Because I've never changed my patterns really. I do want to Callie's like, "Can you come down here?" And I was like, maybe in a week or two. So I might go down. We're gonna do this amazing place that I found down there. I found it. Blatant. So I'm way higher than the way I walked in. I don't want to leave. You guys, I'm leaving so much stuff behind. And it's so hard to get up here. I don't know, man. I gotta bring someone back here one day. That's something special. Look how that's a teepee structure too, and a trident. Oh my God, look at that. So it's an X, right? It goes up, it's a trident. And it's a teepee coming, there's a leaner on the other side. That's amazing, something people don't notice. It's got everything, a trident, an X, and a perfect leaner, and multiple tridents, and the top of it's a trident. Do you believe now? Okay, so what I did, I got completely lost on my bearings. Like I knew, I didn't get lost where I was scared, but I got lost, like I just felt so high up, so I went down to the right corner. So what I want to show you is, so here's what I finally get to when you get a mile down. So a mile above that corner is that special world, and you can see right at the corner it's even marked with large scale marked. You know, that kind of structure tells you, especially that size, that there's 100 seats behind it. And then whenever you have a corner like this is how they know. They oh God, you guys, that's Messenger. Please don't call me on Messenger, okay? And now that's not going to shut off. It constantly interrupts me in Messenger. There's no, unless you had contact, my own father would be like, hey, when's a good time to call? Like, you don't just call people on Messenger, okay? I know I'm a comfortable guy and easy to approach, but, you know, just be respectful. This is so blatant. Look at this. I see this all the time, okay? That's how. You can't be in this world without them being aware of it. They sit right here. It's all disturbed. There's footprints. Look at the size of that square. Whoa, look at the size of that square right there. That's a footprint. He was sitting right here, and he's watching these. They're sentinels. He's watching right there. Look at that structure down there. I see it all the time. Right here he sits. Look at all the loose sticks. Because he took them. He was sitting here. He threw them there. There's even a rock he pushed up. Right there. I'll bet you there was a couple small ones in here, it looks like. Looks like a big one, you know, mommy was probably on duty or something. And they watch, and they have some way of signaling the entire forest. So every car that comes up, it doesn't matter, because no one walks into the forest, but they still, because they just use that road. It's just in the middle of their world. We think it just goes up to the road. Well, the road, it just goes right through the road. So they're I'm telling you, they're counting everybody that goes by. They know you're here. Now I have to walk a mile this way. Try walking a mile in my shoes. Check this place out, man. Look at all the Bigfoot trees and tridents above it. Right? I just turning around. You can see all the footprints walking out. These are all Bigfoots. I'm telling you, Sasquatch sits on the end. Those other ones don't have to watch like that. Look. Blatant. Give me a second. All I care is at this point, because I'm so many hours into video, but it's pretty clear to me. I dove down. I came straight down a mile, so I walked over a mile, but this time I came straight down to the road, which is still down there. And I may just walk out there and do the road, because what happens is, it's how I know everything's separate. So where I walked in originally has nothing to do with where I spent the rest of the day. And you can see, you guys, that's uphill. It's the biggest tree in the forest, and it's pushed uphill. Uphill. And it completely blocks any access that way. You cannot walk that way. So I'm just gonna go down this way, otherwise I have to walk uphill. Oh, could this be another wallow? Let's check this before we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there's no doubt about it, look. Look at the rocks. Look at these rocks, they've all been moved. Look. Every one of them has been moved. Everything's dirt. There's a seat right there. Spot. Right here. With a giant teepee structure right behind it. Two of them. What's blocked? So you come out of the blockage, everything's open. There's a seat right there. Loose rocks next to it. I mean, literally just removed recently. It's not a bear, okay? Promise you. There is no bears here. Not up here. The only bears around here are down. Not that far, believe it or not, but they're down. They're not up this high. Been out here for 5 years. I know where the bears are. Mountain lion, yeah, but not bear. Is it humanly or barely possible? Yeah, but there's so few. They're all down below. It's where all the food is. There's no one's up in these dry forests like that, except for a couple of random mountain lions. And then what do you see? Look, seat right here. Look at the loose, burnt stuff. Not all the rocks, just a couple. If it was a bear, every rock here would have been moved and flipped upside down. Those are barely even moved. Don't be surprised if some of these guys eat what's under the rocks too, guys. Remember, you're simple. Use your brain. Just because there's a default answer, oh, squirrels do that, it doesn't mean that's not how they do it, guys. They cover, they mimic, they can do everything to make you think it's something else. It's their skill. Okay, so what happens with the road when you look up? I'm standing. Nothing. You're going by in a car, all you see is this. Okay, they're sitting right here, always. And they can do it. They could just right here. You could look right out of your car and you'll never penetrate the bushes, even from the road. Completely safe. I look up at these spots all the time. I've seen them a couple times, but it's almost because I know exactly where some of them are. But it's near impossible because they typically go out of sight before you even get by there. That's how careful they are. Even if they're sure that you're just some chump that's going to drive right by and you never even look in the forest, they still take those precautions. They don't take chances for some reason with people. I think it's because of experiences over time. What has happened when they've come in contact with people. Always bad. Never good. Always bad. Let's go down here. I'm going to be a mile. I have to do a mile on the road. See, look. Sideways, another blind. Sideways, another blind. Just look at these two. Holy woly. We're at one sideways. It's to discourage anybody from ever wanting to walk up here, including game, in my opinion. Look at that. Didn't grow there. It doesn't even have a stump. It didn't grow anywhere. There's two, and then that one's field gold to hold it, so it never moves forever. I bet you that hill's amazing too. It has to be, because this, where I go, goes up and meets that. I got to go back in there. You can't really walk up this way. It's just way too steep to go all the way in, so it's actually easier to go in the mile where I did. See, here's a spot where it used to be, before the road was here, this used to be part of their world right here. This is all old ground connections. And they moved back a little bit. As soon as that road went in, they just abandoned this spot right here. And I think they just moved back just a littlest bit, just out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind. I see it quite often. Sometimes they don't, but a place they spend a lot of time sitting, if it was by the road, they tend to move back. But they'll leave those spots too. They'll sit there at night. And then come up here. You guys gotta remember, there is nobody coming down that road today. And here, it's old, but here's where you come in and out. Blatantly marked. Look at all the sticks they put right there. Blatant. And boom, they walk right through here. Go right over there. Alright, I gotta go. It's gonna take me a while. Let me show you one more thing. Since I've done never-ending clips here, okay? Here's what you see from the road. I'm not kidding. What did I show you today? How insane is that place? I don't care if it came out in the camera or not, you can tell. And you'd never know, even as a Bigfooter. Even as a seasoned structure guy, you wouldn't look right there and be like, that's insane back there. Because the best places are hidden in places that even someone like me won't go. And I have been figuring out where those places are. And it's like a pattern. They seem to all do the same thing that way. It's almost like deer in that situation, the way they trick and the way they set it up. It's all been taught. Nothing. Now, did I forget to mention? I guess I have video from the beginning. I parked right where I had it. It's called the Bird. I did it like last week or 2 weeks ago. That's where all that happened, right there. And I parked right there, but I went that way. Have a great day. All right. So, I'm just drawn to this place. I've only been here once. It's really happening here, guys. You gotta believe me. I know you guys know. This is where the Bird was. What did I call this? You can see it right from the road. I'm not going in there, but I want to show it to you real quick again from here. How amazing it is just from the road. Can you guys see the X right there? I just wanted to come back up in this area. I actually, as of this moment, don't know what I'm going to do yet. I do want to go down there because I think it's really good. You guys, look at that. I'm standing in the road. And then underneath it there, right? And the whole time I was there, this bird just came in and just was narking on me the entire time. And then the timestamps, you guys, you got to see what people find. So for the people that don't really understand this yet, you have to understand we have an entire team of people. We kind of call it a team, and they all get the same pictures. No, that's not true. They actually get their own, but a lot of people will get the same ones. And Mark, you don't understand at this time. So you can look at the video, you guys. You can look at the timestamps in the comments. Click on them, and it'll take you right to that spot. And learn how to see it yourself. That's the fun part, because then you're not sitting there hanging on what I'm saying. You can see for yourself, be like, wow, this guy, I believe him, but now I really believe him. So do I go, see, nothing's really happening across the street, you know. It probably is, but I got to go way, way far up there. So do I do that? Cows. Or do I go back in there again? Because I only did that video right there. The whole video was right there. Because when something's happening, you don't really need to go anywhere else. They were right there. I even saw one. I started doing it in the video, and I think I got zapped. I don't know. Just bear with me for a second. You guys, what should I do? What the heck is that thing? This world, you have to understand. See, this was here before the dirt road. That's why it's so good. This is a logging road. It really gets bad up there. This road ends right up there and becomes a complete logging road. See, I'm seeing this thing. It's them. These guys seem to come right in with me. What do you want to do? You want to go up there? I mean, one of these days, like I said, just bear with me today, because the 21st is coming. And then I have so much to show you. See, I'm not just going to go back and revisit my favorite places. I'm going to show you some new favorite places that I've never shown you. Near those favorite places. It's that good. See, I can see way down there. It's really good. I'm not really, on this video, I don't really care if I show you like some mind-blowing structure. I kind of want to get them to do something even up here. They're all in there. See, the one thing I don't like about this one, see, I'd go down there, but I know what's on the other side of this, because if you go down there about a mile or so, you'll actually hit the ATV trail. It doesn't go into oblivion. This heads back, but it doesn't mean it's not incredible in there. I mean, look, right on the side of the road. That's there. It's a trident. Most likely, oh man, there is a black X down there. Most likely on the road, even though it has happened to me, you won't get stuff. I got to make them do stuff by walking towards where they are. That's how we get stuff on camera most of the time. I told Robin the other day, I was like, should be getting a lot of good timestamps, and I was like, you know, it's like they have a nationwide alert up for me, like up here for me. Like, it's marked, you're giving him too much stuff. Stop, he's got too much. That's what I feel like. Like, stop being so blatant, but yet they're standing closer than ever for the camera. It's like, that's why I want to encourage some of the people that are into this to start being more involved with the timestamps, because they want you to see them. They're allowing whoever gets this to see them. It's almost like whoever they want to see them sees them. And right now, that's exciting. I mean, you guys, I've never filmed a video in 800 videos where they were not in it. It's something that, you know, most people don't understand. A horrible spot. I'm right off the road. I've never been able to see this spot from that road. It's right there. The road's right there. I was just talking to you. I turned it off. I was like, let me go see that structure. Yes, something lives right here. It's this little tiny spot. See, these guys are different than they are across the street back a little bit. You see the difference? Versus a perfect 50-foot X, it's different. The others. Look at the groundwork in here. I'll show you the most sophisticated ground system ever filmed in the history of the world before the end of this month. People have been up here because I see tagged stuff over there. But I have that in Bigfoot Universe too. And they never came back. The stuff that's tagged is like 30 years old. They probably zapped them like, you will not cut these trees down or tell anyone to come back here. Good little spot. Unfortunately for me, I gotta keep going. See? I can't tell if they're marking Bigfoot worlds or marking trees, because they never seem to cut the trees down that have been marked. See, look at this. Why come all the way up here to put tags on trees? No one cuts them. See, it's old. In the video it looks new, but it's not. Look how old that is. Remember, things don't really weather on the sides of trees. It lasts a lot longer. That's old. This is really old. Years and years and years old. And the paint on the trees too, they say there, it stays there a long time. See? P2, S2, S19. There's nothing special about these trees right here. There's the same exact trees in this forest. That's the thing about this forest. They're all the same. Bear with me, I think this is gonna get good. Why do I think that? Well, I see active seats, and I can feel it, you guys. Like they are here with me. Wow. What in the heck was that? Oh, I heard it again. There's no wind up here. It sounded like a tin can. What the heck made that noise? You guys, I swear. The camera was on for the second one. You probably need headsets and turn it way up to hear it, but there's a noise over here. That's pretty crazy. You guys are gonna make me work for this one, aren't you? I gotta go way up there. All right, we're going a mile or two in. Let's see what happens. First, I gotta see this. I can just smell the new work. And the noises, there's a noise over here, you guys. 2 noises right in a row. There's their seats. See how they blocked it all? Like it's all blocked. If anything's coming up, you'd never be able, like me. They had all the time in the world, even if there was no such thing as their technology. Seat, right there, it's active. You can see, snow flattens all that out. It's all been walked on. And it's all active. No, it's not a big surprise. Not a big shocker. Another seat right there, active. You can see the color change. You can see their blinds in front, so when they're down low, everything is blocking. Even a simple one across like that, you'd be surprised what that does from a distance. Just this one, it adds. The further away you are, the more that blocks of you. Here, look at this spot in here. I heard it again. Did you hear that? I'm ignoring it, isn't for the most part, because I want it to happen again. Blatant. This is cool. See, you guys, you gotta just stand here, you know. When you're here, it's a whole different thing. You know, half the time, nothing, maybe more, nothing's even gonna happen. You don't even care. Because you just want to, because you know where you are. You know, once you know it's, seeing them and stuff is all part of the confirmation. But once you're, a lot of you are fully convinced without having a sighting. And I've had plenty of people tell me, like, Mark, I don't even want to see them. Like, I really don't. I just want to come, like, appreciate their work, you know, their works of art and stuff. And I was like, I'm totally with you. That's all I care about. I like a little bit of noise. Holy moly. All right, watch this. Oh, see? No, not that. See, a lot of times I say I hear noises, and then you'll hear a tree, but that's not what I'm talking about. Look what they did on here, you guys. It's all blocked off from all sides. So this is because they do all this because when they're in here, they're not using their magic. That's my opinion. They're not. They're just simply not using it. They don't need to. Look how dark that totem pole is. New windshield tomorrow, yay! And then not too. Then I have to get tires and stuff, and then not too soon after that, and a bunch of other things I have to get done. It's the real Bigfoot videos will begin, in my opinion. This is real, but I'm going to where they started this all, you know, and then other places too, like Ed's, you know, places people are like, please go back there. Edward Hurt, I think that was his name, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, here, let me show you this. This is crazy, right? So look, you see what I'm showing you. This is a section where they sit and chill. Okay, they were just here before I got here. Okay, so forget about that. Forgot about it. You never saw that. Okay, remember this. You gotta see the walking in here. Remember this. Forever. This is right in front. And it's completely hidden from the road. Well, the road is barely, you can't even see the road anymore, but if, you know what I mean, if you were walking up, you'd never see it. Because it's on this side of trees. Look at that. Look at that. What else do you need? You don't need to believe anything else. This is it. I quit. Yes. It's over. Finally, I can go to the beach. To the beach, to the beach. Unfortunately, it's not quite over yet. Unfortunately. I'd like to sit in a yacht in the Bahamas and Bigfoot from the yacht, but I can't. Look at this situation. There's my pine cone eating as always, and it's marked. Here's their seats. Look at the active seat. Look how deep it is. It's deep. Another one right there. It's all disturbed. You can't see because it's the lighting thing again. But trust me, these are all seats. Those are real far in. Alright, good spot. Let's keep going. Hey, I'm going to do this video a little differently for now. So as I walk out of here, okay, that's the spot I was in, and you can see as you back up from the spot, no regular person would ever notice. They would never know. It's right there. Everything I just showed you is right there, like 100 feet away. So what I want to do is just kind of show you a little bit as I go away from it. You know, here's what happens as you go behind that spot. They assure you that that's not the only one. Let me get up here a couple hundred yards. Something you'll hear Brandon talk about. I talk about it all the time. This is great. What's this? It's not possible. All right. Here's another seat. There's a seat right there. I don't even have to prove it to you because you can see it. It says right there, those sticks say this is a seat. Right there. That's where he sits. Okay? Watch this. This has been moved recently. It's sitting there like that. I didn't touch it. I turned the video on the second I saw it. And this used to be laying like that. It's a can. And it's old. And it's Shasta. It's Shasta. Look, it's got the peel top and everything. So what is that? Early 80s, 70s? It's in perfect condition. There's not even a dent on it. The top's a little bit. Right there. Old stuff. They always have like old cans. It makes me sometimes wonder about their time. Like, is their time the same as ours, or can they manipulate? If you can turn yourself into an invisible being and float through walls, is it possible that technology also can alter time? You know, I'm not suggesting it. I'm simply asking every question that needs to be asked in the subject. Are we dealing with something that's so far beyond our knowledge base? Like, even doing this, are we dealing with something so incredible, so beyond our comprehension? I'm just telling you, just you got to start leaving your minds more open. I'm talking to us, and I think I'm talking to myself, you know, at the same time. Lighten. All right, let's keep going. Amazing. I have this one of my very special places up here. That's about 4 miles back. I might put those clips in at the beginning where I was showing it at the end of this video where I was showing this to you. You know, it's a completely different situation. Everything is completely different and on a different scale. It's the same language, but they do it completely different. Can you see that beautiful structure? You know, there's a huge confusion I have right now on who's who. I am in. So those spots I showed you, they're not just spots. They're spots in the middle of this world. This is one giant world. And it's different. These are the dogman. This is where you'll see ones with backwards legs. Things like that. I've proved it many times. I've even had the backwards leg guy in my quad. He was on the back of my quad going through all my stuff. We got him. I don't care if you have backwards legs. I don't judge. They think you will care. They think it'll send you to the loony bins. What is this secret place here? The others might have goosebumps so blatantly. Oh my God. It just means it's a spot without even looking because, oh yeah. Check this out. Thank you, thank you. Seat right there. Look at this, you guys. They put all of these trees in this one spot. Look, they're just in the air and they're not from this area. They literally squeezed them all together and made a spot. Pine cones. Making a steady Bigfoot video isn't easy. Watch my videos compared to some other ones and you'll see how steady this is. People are just, they'll never get it. They'll never get out of their own way. They don't understand where I'm walking. And I'm eating more. Oh, you better get a better camera. It's like, I have the best camera that exists for what I do. It's got 3 internal stabilizers. There is nothing better. It's the best camera available to man. So stop tuning in for 30 seconds and then making yourself look like an idiot, because that's all you're doing. Get a better camera. Idiots. He's commenting on a 2-mile zoom. So he wants the 2-mile zoom to be the same as right at this tree. I would love that too. Unfortunately, our technology is not that good yet. We do have cameras that are pretty good like that, but you gotta remember they're mounted. They're still too big. Anything that you can hold hasn't gotten to where it doesn't zoom out. Look at this, you guys. They made this whole thing back here. I'm gonna go around it. That's a major spot. You gotta smell the pine. It smells like you're at a, it's not because you're in the pine forest. Look at these footprints. Can you see these footprints? There's a footprint right here. Because, and they go right over. And they go right here. They go right here and right here. It smells like a Christmas tree farm. Like everything just got cut. That's when you know you're near them. What are they doing in there? All right, give me a sec. Let's walk around this. Wow. You know what one of the differences of this place is I realize I'm just high enough. You know when we talk about how it's all different? Well, I'm just high enough where it turns into this drier type of pine tree. See, everything is real tall, but there's not a lot of pine edge on it. It's because I'm way high up. It doesn't rain here much, and it becomes very dry. And it doesn't. They never yield. Is that a good word? It never yields like the ultimateness. I know where to go for those places, and it's always the ultimate. These drier places, I don't get interactions at these places. Look at this. This is all theirs. Let me show you. Look at that. Without fail, right? It's the same thing. It's what people don't understand. Oh, that's wind. Really? It's always the same wind, huh? The winds create tridents, piles of rocks, and the most unique structures ever filmed in the world. Some of them. Remember, if you know me well and you hear me say those comments, I'm not talking about you. I'm including you. If you're part of Energy Overload and you're showing the best structures, that's us. It's just like I'm you. You can use mine as your, you know what I mean? I feel like we're all just one giant team. Look at that. I gotta go over and see what this is. And I see this incredible walkway that goes out that way. I'm really already getting so far away because it's so easy to walk through here. It's just one spot. It's like one dude, two dudes, and it doesn't look like it's been used. There's a seat right there. Without fail, there's always a seat. It doesn't look like it's been used yet. Or, you know, they abandoned it. See, and then look, decorated stump underneath, random rocks just placed there, like recently. I promise. Look, we just got there. Someone just put that rock there. I wonder who did that. You know, I'm trying to put myself in the middle of ones that aren't that friendly. I'd rather have an aggressive situation, which I've only had at night. It wasn't even aggressive, I just felt that way because of, you know, they were shaking the ground and stuff, but it's just what they do. Again, it's humans misinterpreting things. That's all we do, is misinterpret everything we don't know. It's all a misinterpretation, almost always. You guys, look at this. Oh, I found your world, didn't I? Check this out. Look at that. That's one of the most perfect tridents. Look, guys, around it is all loose rocks. I'm talking like, just like maybe last year, maybe not even. That could do that in a couple days. And then look, look at that. You guys, it's a symmetrical X, field gold through a trident. Did wind do that? I don't think so. There's a spot inside. You can watch it walk inside. Oh, this is one of the most unique places right here that I have ever seen. Unique looking. I'm not saying it's like incredibly exciting, but it's really, really cool. Man, do I have it. You guys, they are up here. This is where they are. I swear to God to you. You gotta see my goosebumps aren't too bad, but the hairs are just standing. Like, I have this confirmation of them. It's a gift I have. It's not. I don't think it works on command. Like, I don't have control over it. That's the annoying part. Look at this. This goes in here on purpose. Nice. Okay, which confirms everything in here. Look at right there. Look at how many trees are right there. It's not possible. I guess I gotta go. I'm gonna at least go up over there. Look how squanchy that looks. I mean, I'm just looking at the camera even too. Like, it's so squanchy, man. I don't know what other word to use. When I first started this, I didn't like using those words, but I've adapted. Squatchy. See this right here? I gotta go up here. You see, there's something going up there. These are all X's. See your parallel? It's a blind, okay? Because what it does is, from a distance, blocks everything up here. That's blatant. That's what I'm talking about, timestamps. I'm gonna start holding the zooms a little bit longer. Tom S. He's like, can you hold your zooms a little longer? I was like, absolutely. I would do anything for Tom anyway. Let's go up this way. Look at this, you guys. Look how it's all clear in here. Pinecone eating right here. Here's where they sit. See, they always sit in this mulch because it doesn't leave blatant evidence. Oh, I see one of your good spots. That's what I've been looking for. I think I see it. I mean, this is good and all, but look at this, you guys. How many X's are right there? I'm stepping in someone's footprints right now. How many? X's are such a big thing with them. I want to get up and over this. You see where these are marked? There's no numbers. I'm telling you, they're government markings. It's what the Blackhawks do. They mark their spots. They mark the best and biggest spots. You see how easy? This was all spotted. If they know their structures, it's so easy. You'll never see one of their spots. They have them set up to be seen from the air, and you'll never see one of those spots from the air that doesn't involve a symmetrical X. They set the X up to be seen from the sky. Oh, I found a spot. You guys, what they put me through to get here, what I had to go through to get to that spot over there, which I think is going to be good. This is good, but I'm just spoiled. I really am. Picture the camera. I told you I don't make that up. I hit the button constantly. Well, it's field goal. That's an X into a trident. But kind of picture the camera as you're looking through their eyes. Oh my God. It happened again.